So you've been asked to plan team building in San Francisco, and you want to get it right. San Francisco has an incredible range of options: escape rooms, cooking classes, food tours, outdoor adventures. The good news is there's genuinely great choices for every kind of team. The challenge, if your team has been around for a while, they've probably done a lot of them. So how do you find something that feels fresh, creates connection, and lands with a team that has really high expectations? That's exactly what this video is about. I'm Penny with Avital Experiences, and we've been helping San Francisco teams find experiences worth showing up for since 2011. We've worked with teams at Google, Meta, Salesforce, Genentech, KPMG, and hundreds more, and we know what works and what doesn't. Let's get into it. Before we get into specific activities, let's talk about framework. Not every fun activity is a good team building activity. Here's what separates the ones that create real connection with the ones that don't. It's genuinely inclusive. This works for people with dietary restrictions, with physical limitations, and with varying comfort zones. Nobody feels left out or like the activity wasn't designed for them. And this is harder than it sounds. Most activities fail right here. It creates natural conversation. The best team building doesn't force interaction. It creates conditions for it. Shared meals, shared challenges, shared discoveries. People should be talking to each other, not just doing an activity near each other. And it works across seniority levels. Your CEO and your newest hire should both feel comfortable. Activities that feel overly competitive or physically demanding can accidentally create hierarchy. The best ones level the playing field. And it doesn't feel like a corporate checkbox. People can smell a forced team building exercise a mile away. So the best activities don't announce themselves as team building. They just genuinely are good experiences that happen to bring people together. And it produces a story. The ultimate test: are people still talking about it 2 weeks later? Did something happen that became a shared reference for your team? That's the goal, a story worth telling. Here are our top picks, starting with Avital Experiences, that are especially great for teams. Our walking food tour. This is the best overall team building event. Our food tours are consistently the highest rated team building experiences that we offer. You're walking together through a neighborhood, you're eating great food, and you're hearing stories. This creates real conversation without anybody feeling put on the spot. We include complimentary and really fun team building games on all of our private group tours. And our tours aren't a history tour where the guide is talking at you. You're actually a participant here. The guide has great stories to share, but also knows when to create space so that you and your teammates can chat. Plus, during Avital's tours, you'll sit down inside of each restaurant. So you sit next to a different person at each table, which is a really natural and fun way to mix and mingle. Our food tours accommodate all dietary restrictions with advance notice, and this is best for groups of 5 to 100. Our interactive meal. This is the most fun team building event. For teams that want a fully hosted evening at one location, this is our most popular corporate experience. This is a 4-course meal at a top San Francisco restaurant with 3 curated beverage pairings, alcoholic or high-quality non-alcoholic alternatives, with 3 hands-on activities woven throughout the dinner. So guests kick off the night by making their own signature cocktail. Then there's foodie trivia to bring a little friendly competition, plus flavor tripping and buzz button lollipops for even more foodie fun. This is hosted from start to finish by an Avital MC, so there's no logistical stress for your organizer. This is a simple, all-inclusive pricing setup with no surprise charges and no room fees. This is perfect for team dinners, sales kickoffs, onboardings, holiday parties, and great for groups between 10 and 200. Now, we have a sensory dinner. This is best for treating your team. This is an upscale experience for teams, but still totally fun. This is a multi-course dinner where your senses take center stage. Like the interactive meal, this includes a 4-course meal with 3 beverages and hosted activities throughout the experience. The appetizer is served dining in the dark style. And then your team will learn to smell like a sommelier. Plus, there's flavor tripping and audio lollipops, which are just as cool as they sound. Your guests explore how sight, smell, and sound change the way that food tastes. This is great for high-performing teams, senior leadership, and networking events where you really want to impress. We have interactive bars. Our interactive bars are best for reception style events. So interactive bars are hands-on foodie stations. It's perfect for a reception style. Guests rotate between stations and engage at their own pace and mix and mingle throughout. So this is best enjoyed in bundles of 2 or more so that guests have multiple experiences to move between. You can choose from our menus of bars based on your team's likes and preferences. We also have a guided water tasting, and this is best for dietary restrictions. This one always surprises people in the best way. This is hosted by a certified water sommelier, where you're going to taste waters from all around the world, and guests discover how mineral content, source, carbonation level all dramatically change the way that water tastes. It sounds simple, but it's genuinely fascinating. And it is the most inclusive team building experience that we offer. No alcohol, no dietary concerns, no food allergies to navigate. This works for absolutely everyone on the team. Beyond Avital, San Francisco has a strong lineup across every category. So here are some of our favorite team building activities in San Francisco. The most affordable is volunteering at the SF Marin Food Bank, one of the most meaningful team building options in San Francisco, and it's completely free to participate in. Teams sort and pack food together at the SF Marin Food Bank, and this pairs really well with a team meal afterwards, and it creates a genuine connection through shared purpose. The most creative, a pottery class or a glass blowing workshop for teams that want something tactile, calm, and genuinely different. Several SF studios offer private group pottery sessions, so really accessible. And guests get to go home with something that they made themselves. So this works best for smaller teams that have a little more time. The best for gamers is the escape room at the Palace at Palace Games. Palace Games in Palace Fine Arts is one of the highest quality escape room experiences in the country. This is beautifully designed, it's genuinely challenging, and it's set in a historic building. This is a notch above your standard escape room experience. It's best for competitive and puzzle-loving teams. Groups of 4 to 8 can do a room together, and larger teams can run in parallel rooms and then compare results afterwards. Now, the most adventurous option would be a hike in the Bay Area Muir Woods. This is 30 minutes from San Francisco, and it's genuinely awe-inspiring. Mount Tam offers panoramic views of the bay on a clear day. Tennessee Valley Trail, near beautiful coastal option. This is best for leadership teams or offsites that include a half-day outdoor component. This is always important here to have a backup plan, as San Francisco fog and microclimates are definitely unpredictable. Best for active teams is riding water bikes on the bay. Water bikes on the San Francisco Bay are genuinely fun and unexpected group activity. There's stunning views of the bridge, the Skyline, and Alcatraz. This is active, it's playful, and it's something that most people have never done. This is best for smaller, energetic teams. Best for small teams is an archery workshop. Pacifica Archery offers group archery workshops that are surprisingly great for team building. It requires focus, patience, and a bit of friendly competition. It's accessible for all skill levels as the instructors walk you through every step. This is unexpectedly memorable option for groups of 5 to 15. A great team building game can elevate any event. These can work as icebreakers before an activity, fillers between courses, or as standalone warm-ups. Here are our favorites. Embrace Quirky. This is one of Avital's signature games. We offer it complimentary for all of our food tour guests. Everyone writes a little something quirky about themselves on a card, and then the host reads one aloud and the group guesses who wrote it. It always creates laughter, surprises, and genuine conversation. It's simple to run, no materials needed beyond index cards. 2 truths and a lie. This is a classic for a reason. It works every time. Each person shares 2 true things and 1 false thing about themselves. The group votes on which one is the lie. This is great for new teams or groups where people don't know each other very well. 1 word at a time story. The group stands in a circle and builds a story 1 word at a time. It encourages improvisation, quick thinking, and always ends in chaos and laughter. This is a great energy builder for the start of an event. Human bingo. This is where each person has a bingo card with prompts like speaks a second language or has a dog, and they have to find the teammate that matches the square, and only one person per square, so this forces people to mingle and learn something new about each other, so this scales really well for larger groups. 5 things in common. Pairs or small groups have 5 minutes to find 5 things they have in common, beyond the obvious. This is deceptively effective at creating connection quickly, and it works in any group size in any setting. You could take a personality test or a quiz, quick and surprisingly fun. Enneagram, or even the silly BuzzFeed quizzes like What Disney Princess Are You? This gives everyone something to talk about and reveals unexpected similarities and differences. This works especially well before a meal when you want a low-key conversation starter. The Egg Drop Challenge. Teams are given basic materials, paper, tape, straws, and they must build a structure that protects a raw egg from a drop. It's a classic for a reason. It requires collaboration, creativity, and fast decision making. This works for groups of about 4 to 8 per team. The Paper Tower. Each team is given the same amount of paper, tape, and scissors. The challenge: build the tallest freestanding tower. This is done in 10 minutes, requires no prep, and sparks some real teamwork. Office Olympics. This is a series of silly, low-stakes mini competitions that can be adapted to the office space or an event space. Paper plane distance, chair spinning, speed typing, building a castle out of empty cans, anything goes. The team accumulates points across the events, and then you crown a winner. This is highly customizable and endlessly entertaining for large groups. Okay, you've got the ideas. Now let's talk logistics. Here's what to think about before you book a San Francisco team building event. For groups under 40, almost everything works, including more intimate options like workshops or walking tours. For groups of 40 to 100, you're going to need a format that's designed for larger groups or that scales well. Think private dining or outdoor team building. For groups over 100, think about programming in waves or breakout groups rather than doing a simultaneous activity. For a budget tier of $30 to $60 per person, happy hour add-ons, self-guided experiences, or trivia nights are good. For mid-range, $75 to $120 a person, most food tours, escape rooms, or cooking classes are going to be great. For premium, at $120 to $200, interactive meals, sensory dinners, or wine country day trips. One rule of thumb is that experiences should include a full meal, and it's almost always a better value than activities alone. You're paying for dinner anyway, so you might as well make it an experience. Now, indoor versus outdoor. San Francisco weather is famously unpredictable, especially in the summer when Carl the Fog rolls in. So if you're planning something outdoors, always have a backup plan. Food tours are most impacted by weather, although we run our food tours rain or shine. Fully indoor experiences like our interactive meal or sensory dinner eliminate the weather risk. For dietary restrictions, San Francisco is really one of the most dietary restriction-friendly cities in the country. That said, always collect your dietary restrictions in advance and communicate them clearly to your vendor. Vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and most allergies are really easy to accommodate with notice. Now, booking lead time. For small groups of under 20 weekdays, 2 to 3 weeks minimum is best. For a medium group, 20 to 50, you want to book out 4 to 6 weeks in advance. And for large groups over 50 or peak dates, 6 to 8 weeks is a minimum. Sales kickoffs, holiday parties, book as early as possible. January and December do typically fill up really fast. Questions to ask your vendor before you're booking. Okay, what's included in the per person price? Are there additional fees, gratuities, add-ons, or minimums? How do you handle dietary restrictions? What's the cancellation and rescheduling policy? How many corporate groups have you hosted at this group size? And what does the host or guide facilitate, or do they just narrate? Here are the questions that we get most often from event planners or those organizing San Francisco team building. First up, how much does team building in San Francisco cost? Well, that depends heavily on what you're doing and how many people you have. Budget options start around $30 to $60 per person. Mid-range experiences are $75 to $120 a person, while premium experiences, including a full meal, typically run $120 to $200 per person. One thing worth noting, experiences that include food are often a better value. You're replacing the team dinner budget anyway, so the incremental cost of a fully hosted experience is usually smaller than it looks. What group size works best? Most formats work for groups of 10 to 50. Food tours, private dining experience, they scale up well over 100 people if you've got the right operator. And for very large groups over 100, consider running experiments in waves or on parallel tracks. And groups smaller than 15 have the most options, including the more intimate options. How far in advance should I book? So for most experiences, 4 to 6 weeks is a comfortable window. For large groups, peak dates, or premium restaurants, 6 to 8 weeks is your minimum. If you're looking at a holiday party or a January sales kickoff, book as early as the fall. At Avital, we do accept last-minute bookings whenever possible, so get in touch, and we'll let you know what we have available. Now, what if half of my team doesn't drink or they've got a lot of dietary restrictions? This is way more common than people think, and the best operators are ready for it. Avital always offers high-quality non-alcoholic alternatives alongside of our alcoholic pairings, and we also accommodate all dietary restrictions on our private tours and experiences. During the booking, we'll ask for your group's restrictions, so we'll make sure that everyone feels cared for and full. Ask any vendor specifically how they handle this before booking. Can Avital accommodate very large groups? Yes, we've hosted groups of 500 plus across our San Francisco experiences. For very large groups, we'll talk you through the best format and the venue options. Some experiences work best on parallel tracks while others can scale seamlessly. We are San Francisco team building experts, and we will make you look like a rock star no matter your group size. San Francisco has everything that you need to plan a team building experience that your team will actually love. The city's food culture, its neighborhoods, its stories, it's all built for this. The key is picking something that feels real and is not just filling a calendar slot. If you're planning team building in San Francisco and you want something that your team will be talking about in the next quarter, that's what we do. We've hosted teams at Google, Meta, Salesforce, Genentech, KPMG, and hundreds more. Links to all of our San Francisco team building experiences are in the description. Food tours, interactive meals, sensory dinner, interactive bars, and more. Traditional team building is boring. Start your booking at avitalexperiences.com.